right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
I'm gonna stab him.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
It's my favorite
she
movie,
wore a
man.
crown and she came down in a bubble,
I'm
dog!
not fighting with you.
Grow up,
I'm not fighting
bro!
with you.
Grow up!
This one goes out to everybody who has to deal with petty parents. Does anybody else have parents that just come in your room for no reason? They just open the door and be like, and then they have the audacity to leave the light on and the door open. And I ain't even do nothing. Like, I'm just sitting in the room chilling and they coming in acting like I'm doing something bad. I feel like parents just be coming in the room just to assert their dominance. Like, they just be coming in like, yeah, if you would have been doing something though, yeah, I would have seen it. Like, ain't nothing for me to do. And I'm gonna be real, I don't know how y'all sneak out of y'all house because I got the kind of parents that just wake up in the middle of the night and come in the room just to see what I'm doing. And there's nothing more awkward than when I'm sitting in the bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning eating chips and cookies, watching Netflix, and my mom just walks in the room like, why are you up? Petty parents are the type to just come in the room and be like, hey yo, you need to get to... Oh, alright. Like, they just be looking for a reason to be mad. Thank you for your time. Story time with Xavier. Now, before I tell this story, you should know that I come from a family that is very, very prank driven. Like in my house, you have always got to be on your guard. It doesn't matter if you're in the kitchen, doesn't matter if you're asleep, you have just got to be ready. And there was a series of time where me and my dad got into a prank war, and this lasted for years. So I remember there was a time in like 5th grade, and I woke up and I saw my dad standing over me. And keep in mind, it was a school morning, and it was probably like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm like, ha! I caught you. Because I knew he was plotting something. Now, I didn't know what it was, but it didn't matter because I know him. And so he's like, all right, you got me. And he leaves the room and that's it. And so I'm sitting in bed and I try to go back to sleep and I don't know why I did this. I'm serious. But for some reason, I started feeling my fingers. Like, and I realized, like, why does this hand feel different than this hand? Because it's something about this finger right here that just feels a little, like, smoother or something than this hand. Come back for part 2. Thank you for your time. Story time continued with Xavier. So like I was saying, I'm feeling my fingers and I notice a difference. And so I go to look at my fingers, but keep in mind, it's pretty dark in the room. But from what I can see, my fingernails look black. And you know, just having woken up, this is an unpleasant sight. But like I said, I still don't know why my fingers feel so weird. Yo, when I go to turn the light on, mans used nail polish to paint my fingernails black and used finger paint to paint my hands red. But get this! That's not even it. I go down to look at my feet, and not only are they red, but my toenails are black. I don't know anyone who's done anything that's more creative than that. And here I am thinking that I caught him in the act, so I'm like, what did I catch you doing? And he's like, oh, I was just about to take pictures. And I'm just thinking, like, how did I sleep through that? Because I am a visual person, so I'm imagining him, like, actually taking his time and painting every nail black. And then using finger paint to paint me red. I have no words. Thank you for your time. This one goes out to all my people in relationships. Have y'all ever had a dream that your significant other cheated on you? I mean, cause I know I have, and it feels way too real. And if you haven't had a dream like that, think about the last nightmare you had. Think about how real that felt. Like when that monster was running at you, you was running top speed to get away from it. And regardless of if it was real, your feelings in that moment were true. When you dream that your significant other cheated on you, oh, you wake up the next morning done with the relationship. Shorty texts you, be like, what's up, how you sleep? You like, nah, don't even talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. And she like, what's the problem? You like, you know what you did. You know what you did. Even dudes who don't like sharing their emotions be waking up in the morning like, I can't believe Shorty did me like that, bro. I can't believe she did me like that. And your significant other is sitting there like, yo, what is the problem? And you can't even tell them. That's one of those dreams that you gotta take like 30 minutes to recover from. Like, you can't just have that dream and then wake up and be fine. Thank you for your time. Alright, so where we going? You gonna go out and make a... First of all, put both your hands on the steering wheel. I don't know what you thought this was, but I ain't one of your little frames. Ma, we didn't even start driving yet. Just shut your mouth and let's go. Why are you holding on to that? Because you like to be Speedy Gonzalez when you start driving. Now stop worrying about me and worry about yourself. You're gonna have to merge on the highway up there. Boy, slow down. Ma, we not even going that fast. Boy, I said slow down. We're not even going 45. Stop the car. You ready? What are you doing? I'm praying, because Lord knows the way you be driving, I need all the help I can get. Alright, come on. Damn, boy, how fast you going? Ma, we ain't even out the driveway yet. I didn't ask you where we was at. I asked you to slow down. Boy, you better keep them eyes on the road. That's a stop sign coming up. I see it. So you gonna slow the car down or you just gonna keep accelerating? I'm on the brake. I ain't even gonna look at you. Yeah, go ahead and get out the car. You ain't driving no more. Let's switch. Story time continued with X. So one night when I was like 11 or 12, I was up and I didn't want to go to sleep. So like I said, I got up and started going down the stairs because I had to ask my mom to watch TV. Something that I find funny is the way you have to wake my mom up is very, very tricky. Because you can't wake her up like a normal person. So I would try to wake my mom up like the best son ever when I wanted to watch TV. So I go to wake my mom up and I am gently tapping her like, hey Ma. And when I tell you she wakes up and looks at me and starts screaming, and keep in mind, it's like 2:30 in the morning, so I am scared. So like any normal person, when she starts screaming at me, I start screaming back. What make it worse is that, you know how sometimes when you wake up, you got that real raspy voice? So after she finally comes to and realizes what's happening, she tries to comfort me with her word. And she was like, Xavier, are you alright? And all it did was scare me worse because I'm like, now my mother's possessed. And the funniest part about this story is that my dad wakes up in the middle of this, and he thinks somebody's dying. He looks at us and goes, doofballs. Thank you for your time. Story time with X. So before I start this story, you should know that my mom always goes to sleep in my living room. She falls asleep every single night on the couch in the living room. And she'll get up eventually and go to her bed from like 2 to 5 in the morning, but that's not the point. So when I was a kid and I couldn't go to sleep, I used to always want to watch TV. But my way of watching TV without getting in trouble was going downstairs while my mom was asleep and asking her if I could watch TV. Because if she says yes, then it justifies me watching TV. Because if my dad comes in the room and he's like, why are you watching TV at 3:30 in the morning? Mom said it was okay. And she's gonna say yes because she's not even thinking about what she's saying. She's halfway asleep, so she's just like, yes, please, just let me sleep. So you know how when you wake people up, sometimes they are scared as hell for absolutely no reason? Well, this story is something that follows suit to that exact same claim. But I need a full 60 seconds to tell this next part of the story. So come back for part 2. Thank you for your time.